peep the styles and they like, that's what's up. Showing that real ass love when we in the spot, throwing their glasses up. Grab your belt, you probably fasten up. Trash rappers trying hard but never catching up.
All right, let's get Reflectionz up here. Everybody make some noise.
In the hot seat.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
How's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good to be here.
Glad to have you here. Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure. So where are you coming from?
Victoria is where I'm living right now.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of years on the mainland, but I'm from the island, so
Okay.
you know.
Nice.
Island born and raised. What up?
Yep. It's good.
Hey, big up to everybody for having me here today too. I appreciate you all. Hey.
Yep.
Salute. That's love.
That's good. So how long have you been writing and rapping for?
Writing and rapping.
Performing.
I mean, I used to write when I was pretty young, like just, you know, getting familiar with the language and just how words work and things like that. But like, I started late in terms of hip hop. Like I started writing raps when I was probably like 20.
Okay.
20, 22 maybe.
Yeah.
Like I'm a little older. I'm 38, so like, you know, I'm part of like, you know, I'm a little old school.
I'm right behind you.
But, you know, but I grew up with the classics, man. So I had a lot of inspiration, you know, and that just got me into the creative process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
who were your inspirations then?
Jeez, I mean, you could probably name 5 or 6 of them, you know, just the classics, man. Like, you know, West Coast, Tupac, you know, the Biggies. Outkast was big for me.
Yeah.
Eminem, Lauryn Hill, the Fugees. You know, the first tape that I ever had was Ice Cube Death Certificate, and that shit was on tape. So
that's dope.
Check the rewind.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
But there's so many artists, you know, like it's a beautiful thing to be part of the music and to tap into it and to get some from it. And I kind of came from an era where you could like listen to music and you could learn something from it.
Yeah.
And that was was what moved me the most.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what, in terms of like locally, what made you want to like get your feet wet in the scene here? Like, did you start doing stuff in Vancouver, or was it over here you started, or?
Yeah, I was doing stuff in Vancouver before this, like probably 2000 and what was it, 2009.
Yeah.
I probably started writing raps, performing a little bit, you know, doing open mics and things like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a good scene there at that time. You know, Emotions was putting on a lot of shows and battles and things like that, and it was just like there was like a pretty good vibe going on in the city. And but yeah, Mocha, you know, shout out to Mocha Only, it's a homie of mine. Shout out to Emotions, homies, you know, pioneers of the scene.
Yeah.
You know, respect is due.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Dope.
Yeah.
So for you, like, what's the most rewarding part about this, being a hip hop person, rapper?
I guess just being able to get my perspective out, you know, like being just like, you know, showing my flavor, you know. And I'm big on originality, like just I'm not really trying to fit in. I'm trying to like have my own lane and do things, you know, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, just being able to communicate with people, being able to bring a vibe, being able to, you know, knowledge yourself. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know, and that shit doesn't happen overnight. So, yeah, man.
Takes a while.
So I'm still learning, right?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So how many projects have you put out?
How many projects I've put out? I mean, I did older stuff like back in the days. I did some older projects, but the more recent stuff that I've done is like I did this one project. It's called Reflectionz United, and that came out probably 2 years ago. So what are we in? That's like 2019.
Yeah.
And then I just released a new project. It's called Night Rider. and that just came out recently this year.
Yep.
So people need to check that. Night Rider.
10 tracks.
Check it out. 10 tracks. Yeah, 10 tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, I bumped 3 or 4 songs off it. It's really good. I like it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Really dope. Go check it out. So do you have a favorite track from that album?
From the Night Rider album?
Yeah.
I got a couple favorite tracks. The 250 track is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I think it's the second track. And the other track is called Ride Slow. It's like more mellow, you know, you get the just kicking back, easy vibes, you know. I try to like have different vibes, and I try to, you know, have something for everybody if I'm gonna put a project together, you know. So it's like it's not just all the same sort of thing. So I kind of strive for that, and I mean, you know, there's always room to improve on that too. Like it's a constant growth process, you know. It's like figuring out like how you're gonna reach people and connect with people, and stay true to yourself at the same time. So it's like balancing, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, those would probably be my 2 favorite tracks, and yeah, I hope the people that have heard it like it, because that came from my heart. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Good. What's your biggest moment performing for you so far that you've experienced, or a show that
Biggest
you've attended?
moment, I
Either
would
or.
say, shit, what year was that? Probably 2013 or something. Gastown, Vancouver, Killer Priest. We were on stage rapping ODB lyrics, man. That shit was crazy. He got me on stage during his set, so I was hype on that, man. That was definitely a highlight for me. Obviously, Wu-Tang is a big influence, and through the '90s and through when I was growing up, you know, influencing me with basketball and with hip hop. It just kind of all comes hand in hand, and it comes together, right? So. Yeah, man, those were good times.
That'd be cool.
Those were good times, and that was a dope night for sure.
Awesome. What's one of your tracks or somebody else's that you never grow old of, if you have one?
My tracks are somebody else's. I'd say "Hail Mary" by Tupac. That's like that shit is transcends, man. That shit is.
That is a classic.
That shit is hard.
Yes. All right.
But there's a lot of them, man. Zion by Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
I got a track called "Zion Is Calling" that I'm gonna do tonight.
Dope.
It's more of a singing track, but like Lauryn Hill, big influence of mine too. Like a lot of people don't mention female MCs, but like, yeah, Lauryn Hill. I mean, you got to take your hat off to her, right? Like, unbelievable talent.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
Who are your top 5?
Top 5?
Top 5.
I'd say Black Thought, Nas, Andre from Outkast, Mos Def before he changed his shit, and even after, same man, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just grew up on that shit, and Tupac, you know, that's probably top 5.
Are you working on anything now? Like, you working on any future projects or anything that you can talk about that you want to promote or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always cooking shit, right? Like, I live this shit, right? So, the next project is called Sun Tsunami, and it's like a play on Sun Tzu, like the Art of War.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure when that's gonna come out yet. Probably sometime in July. But that just got finished, and my dude Hooper's turned Sanger.
Yeah.
Dope cat, Vancouver cat as well, but he's in Victoria now. He mixed and mastered the whole shit, so hats off to him for that. And that's expect that this summer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. And I got singles and shit too that I'm cooking up to, but like that will bring me up to date once I release that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Look forward to that.
So.
Is there? So speaking of that, where can people find your music?
The best spot would probably just be go to my website. Like if you go to my website, it's iamreflectionz.com with a Z at the end. So I am reflectionz.com. And if you just put your email in and join the email list, and you get the free album, it'll send right to your email. So that's
dope.
probably the best way to do that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I just feel like, I just want to get it in front of as many people as I can. And I mean, we put, you know, I put a lot of effort. I put a lot of money into this craft. And like, I mean, I'm happy to just give back because like, you know, you got to be able to get it in front of people and get it out there. So like, take advantage of that shit because like, I'm not just like, you know, playing around. Like, this is my life, right? So if you like art and you like good music and you like lyrics and you like listen to lyrics, like, check me out.
Check them out.
I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dope. Any final shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Man, just big up to everybody that supports local artists, that supports art in general, and supports people that are trying to make a living and try to make moves with this craft. You know what I mean? Because like we need each other, and without people listening to it, and without people that like it or that want it, it's like, you know, are we wasting our time? I don't know, because like for a person like me, I'd be doing it anyways. Yeah. But the thing is it all makes sense when people enjoy it and people and there's a, you know, there's a market for it. There's a, you know, there's a place for it. So, you know, take that in. Yeah. Support your local people too, because like, man, it's like a lot of times it's like you got to do something somewhere else or get a cosign from somewhere else or do this and that before people are going to actually have your back. But just like think for yourself and recognize talent. That would be like my, that would be, you know, what is most important to me. And I think it would be the best message to get across to people.
Oh, yeah. Make some noise for that. Thinking smart. Awesome. All right. Well, what do you say we get you up on stage and hear some of these tracks?
Let's cook it.
Fuck yeah.
Hey.
Give it up some for Reflectionz.
Big up everybody. Appreciate y'all, man.
Cool blue inferno, burning the journal. That notebook gets so cooked, royalty through the verbals, hey. Test them circle, get served, they never penetrate. That classic woo like a